since this guy wants so much attention, I'm going to give the attention that he's been desperate for since his bitch ass got out of jail. So when he comes after you, threatening to murder you, that is him showing who he really is. When he is pretending to help you, that's him being a parasite, like a typical K word. Because he's constantly typing BAN, right? And then has the nerve to pretend that he likes the true Israelites, that he reduces down to BAN. And then tries to turn a Hebrew name into a slur for one group of people who have come from the line of Japheth, not Shem. He's everything that he accuses other people of being. He hates his mom, but he won't admit it, and he takes it out on anybody else that is not related to him, and so he thinks that it's okay to go after them because some stupid Talmud told him that it is okay. Which is not the original Torah. It is a satanic book, and that has been exposed by many people, but especially Turkish police, who found an ancient Talmud. It is a satanic baphomet book that has astrology symbolism in it as well. But anyway, he does not believe in God, and yet he believes that he is a true Israelite, which makes no sense because Israelites are God's people, and if he is not believing in God, then he's Satan's people. Just like the book of Revelation says, which explains why he does shit like try to take credit from my friend's death and say that she deserves it. And then he'll point to other women who are also Israelites online for making a meme when he's constantly threatening people and constantly mocking people and constantly disrespecting people and then turning around and trying to befriend them if he wants something out of them, like power or money or status. He will become a parasite. Case in point, constantly talking smack about Kanye West, and then all of a sudden Kanye West starts running for president, and what does he do? Tries to be buddy all of a sudden. Constantly saying that he has connections with Elon Musk, and yet Elon keeps suspending all his accounts for threatening people nonstop with death. And he's been doing this for years, so I wouldn't take any of his threats seriously. However, make sure that you report him so that you can do what he does, is basically try to get money out of other people any kind of way, pretending that he needs it for his children and his wife, but really he just needs it because he is greedy as fuck and does not actually have a soul. Now, he'll try and pretend that he's an authority on who has a soul, but if you watch him close enough, long enough, and don't fall for his lies, because he lies his ass off, you will realize that he is the one who is probably missing a soul, because who does that shit? Who the fuck threatens to gang rape people? Who the fuck threatens to murder people over astrology and numerology? Who does that? Only a Satan worshipping fucking fat bitch ass faggot like that dude. And I'm telling you, he probably is seriously secretly gay, because if he went to jail for what he went to jail for, he was probably in there long enough to do some gay shit. Am I right? And there are a lot of people, including Jewish people, that are exposing him for doing gay stuff. And other members that he's close to that he's really not true friends with, because he actually threatened them, and the only reason that they stay connected to him is because they're afraid of him. I am not afraid of him, and he knows I'm not afraid of him, and I know where he lives, so he should be afraid of me. Since he thinks that, it's okay to spread so much hate, not just to women. Like, he doesn't just hate women, he hates himself, okay? I've never met a Capricorn that loved themselves. And because they hate themselves secretly, they take it out on other people. And I understand why they would hate themselves, because they're ruled by Saturn. Saturn does not give you an easy life. Saturn makes your life hard as fuck. And he's told me that he has thought about suicide before, which is why he wants other people to die, because they remind him of his imperfections, and so he snaps. And because he's a 33, on top of that, it just makes him even more evil, because 33s already have ego problems, okay? I've never met a 33 that was worth a fucking damn, and because they have such huge egos, you would think that they would be accomplishing things, but really this dude has bitched and complained about himself so much. Like, he'll literally throw a fit because he didn't get an NBA job. You didn't get the NBA job because a shit ton of other team owners in sports all have restraining orders against him, because he is the creepy weirdo that he wants you to think everyone else is. He is the psycho, okay? That is why people are making fun of him, because he has become a joke through his own faults, okay? Like, he wants 9 life paths to be the only ones painted as the ones that claim to be victims for no reason, that it's always everyone else's fault in their eyes. But look what he does. He blames everyone for all the shit that he does. He blames the world online, okay? He goes outside every now and then with his little megaphone, but people shut him down. He pretends that he's been invited to the White House, but really he bought a ticket for a tour. He pretends that, all these things, like I already told you about the fake connection with Elon Musk, but then that got debunked because Elon kept suspending him. If he had the connections that he claims to have, he would walk his talk, okay? There are plenty of people that he does have connections to, and so you would think that he would never lie about this shit, but he's a 33, and he talks about threes being liars. And then if you pay attention to the 33s that just pay attention to how much they lie, because they do it like they're breathing, like it's normal. They lie about heinous stuff. I'm not talking about small lies, okay? A 3 might tell you some white lies or whatever. A 33 is going to lie their fucking ass off about so much shit that you're gonna wish that you never told them the truth about anything, because they don't deserve the truth from you about yourself or anything that's close to you. What they do with the truth is very disgusting. And because he's an earth sign, on top of that, earth signs are not known for honesty. They don't get away with it. There's a lot of people that realize that they're not as honest as a typical book will tell you. A book will lie and say a bunch of stuff about every energy, because people in power don't want anyone having this information, and so they make it as hard as possible. And what better way than to hide the truth than to put a book out there for people that think they're getting the truth with full of a bunch of lies. So that's what this guy does. He intentionally lies to people, which isn't okay, because he's constantly calling people fraud. He is the fucking fraud. And because he pretends that he is an Israelite, he thinks that makes it okay. But a true chosen person would not be so bold in being a piece of sinning bullshit. So watch Hebrews and Negroes, because Hebrews and Negroes will expose who the true chosen people are. And he comes after true Israelites all the time. He goes after Candace Owens because Candace is exposing Jews for the bullshit that they do worldwide. He goes after anybody that does not kiss their ass. And even if you do kiss his ass, you'll notice that he still doesn't care about you. So why bother? It's better to just end this dude, because he hates himself so much and takes it out on everybody and refuses to admit it. I'm here to expose him, because he wants